Today, in the garden, Scott and Alistair are refurbishing some teak patio furniture, and Scott is practicing his tabletop dancing skills.
Thanks, Steve. Hi, this is Scott Keenan from Keenan Able Property Services, and today's Free at Free we are looking at repairing a patio table. I've got with me one of the guys, Alistair. Alistair, come say hello.
Hi there.
Thank you, Alistair. So let's have a look at the table. The task at hand is actually to sand it down and repaint it, but before we do that, we're going to have to repair the table. So if you just have a look at these slats to start with, you can see that they're loose. If you have a look at the joints, they're starting to open up, particularly over here. So it's showing signs of wear. This slat has split over here, and it's generally a bit wobbly. Oh, it seems like the base has come off, so we do have some table issues here. We'll put it out of the way and we'll put the tarpaulin down. Let's have a look at what tools we've got. Very important, cup of tea. We've got drill, one for drilling holes, one for screwing, various drill bits, and for any outdoor work you're doing, I'd always recommend a stainless steel screw rather than a galvanised one. It's never going to rust, you're never going to have any problems with breaking. Clean up the joints. Got a variety of wire brushes or detail one. Just an old brush to get rid of some debris. Old sanding belt, which is good. It's manipulable. You can sand in awkward spots, and some wood glue to bond it all together afterwards. So the base has come away from the two legs, but it just slots in here. And it would originally have a couple of dowel pins going in, some wooden sticks that go through both pieces. But I think over time, in fact they are, you can see the hole where the dowel goes in, and it goes through the leg, but with weather and wind and a rough old life, it's all come apart. So we're going to clean up the joint, clean up this, so that's the mortise or the tenon, I'm sure someone can tell us. Glue it back into position, and then with a couple of stainless steel screws, just going to fix that in place. So we'll start off by cleaning these up for that part. Now that we've got the table on its side, we can see the cause of why these pieces have come loose. So it's got a supporting piece of timber. And Alison, if you come around this way, you'll be able to see there's daylight at that point. As you follow it down, where it's fixed in position properly, the timber supports the lats. So we need to deal with the base. Just got an old chisel. Just going to scrape what's effectively soil now in here. Scrape that out so we can get back to the clean wood. Whenever you're gluing something, it needs to be clean and dry. You need to get rid of all the dust particles, and if there's any rotten wood in there, you'll need to put some wet rot hardener on it. You need to get rid of all of that. Rummage around in there. When you think you've got it all loose, If you've got a narrow attachment on your hoover, we'll just plug that in. It's over here. Very important to always plug your hoover in before you Yeah, so we're going to start off by filling the holes with a generous amount of glue. There's quite a bit of rot on the leg side, the male part that's going to go into this female joint. So put lots of glue in there. Any excess that comes out, just swipe it away. Okay, so offer that back up. That way round? No, that way. Put it in. Right, now while else is holding that, I'm going to put a couple of pilot holes in here. I'm going to countersink them so that the head of the screw can go further into the wood so that the head finishes up flush, and then we'll do the other side. Okay, so we've stabilised this part to the legs now, and the screw is going to hold it in place. As I say, the glue is going to do the majority of the work. But while we're working on this part, I couldn't help but notice that it's actually detached from the base of the table as well. So this pull table has really got some problems. So I've got a stubborn screw here. I'm going to try and persuade it with a hammer by tapping it on the head, dragging it out with a claw. And this is why it's really important to use stainless steel screws for any outside furniture projects or anything you're doing, gutters, anything. That's what happens if you don't use stainless steel. Together. And before we can fix this piece to the underside of the table, we need to get this part organised here. And for that, we're going to use a little bit of persuasion. So you may have a lump hammer at home. Don't use that. If you've got a mallet, use that. Reason being that the lump hammer will just break the wood apart, and wood on wood is much better. But if it's rotten, then, well, there's not a lot you can do about that. So I'm just going to sort of tap and squeeze. Oh, there we go. So that's got that back into position. And then when we offer this up, screw that in place. The table is then going to be connected to the base, and this part will all be secure, and then we can go to the back to the top of the table and get that fixed. All of this just so we can sand it. Having a look around the underside of the table, there are different fixing methods that we need to apply. This whole corner is supported by this broken lap, so we're going to have to put a strengthening piece underneath, maybe some roof lath. This piece here, I think we're just going to tease it out. We'll clean up the joint underneath and we'll glue it back together and screw from the underside. got our piece in place now. It's fixed in 3 points, both ends, and ultimately supporting the middle bit, which was the broken lap. But when you get your knees under the table, you just make sure we're not going to have any sharp bits. So I'll just take the saw and just cut that corner off, and the same over here, and then won't be any nasty surprises. So I think we're just about there. We've screwed it underneath, glued it, haven't filled it, but I think it's stable. And just to check, okay, yeah, feels good. So join us next week, 3 at 3, with me, Scott Keenan from Keenan Able Property Services. Have a great week.
Excellent work, chaps. Problem solved. And how magic is that? You decide.